Hello and welcome to the living room floor. Well, beanbag. Yes, we are back. There has been an absence while, I've had my head up my ass, but here we go. Back again. Yeah. So what are we doing today? Well, today we are going back old school. We are going back to the old film / TV / series / stuff review. So here we go. You may be able to tell I'm a little bit excited about this. Not just because I have new stuff and it's good. It's very good. So let's get this show on the road. I have no idea what I'm saying, really, at this point. So let's start with, we're going to kick off with Netflix and a series, 8 episodes. I've watched it now 3 times in 2 days, so that should tell you something. Heartstopper, it's Netflix, one of Netflix's many new shows. I mean, there seems to be a new show all the time. Hopefully this one they won't do what they have been doing with some stuff, and that's do a season and then just not make any more. Because, well, let's face it, that's really freaking annoying. But this is just perfect. It's well cast, it's well written, it's well acted, and if you're an Olivia Colman fan, spoiler alert, she's also in it if you've not seen it, which has been kept kind of hush-hush, unless of course you now Google it, in which case you wouldn't know. But it is very, 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 very good. It's just so good. It's based on. Well, I don't know. I'm somewhat confused because the thing is, it's like based on books, but then I read some reviews and it's like it mentions. I don't know. It's based on some form of a literary works, which I am planning on buying and reading. And once I get to that, I will let you know what that's like. I mean, normally with things that are written that are then turned into some form of TV show or film, the book is usually better. You have to look at Love, Simon. The Love, Simon film is brilliant. Again, I love that so much. But the book is just, ooh, yeah. But anyway, we're not talking about books. However, we will talk about the book once I've got the book, or whatever it is. Trip to Waterstones is on the cards. And no, I'm not going to get it on the goddamn Amazon Kindle. But anyway, spoiler alert. So yes, the show is basically a teenagey romance sort of coming out kind of story, and I just loved it. I've watched it 3 times in 2 days, so I should tell you how much I love it. I just love it. I just love it. And if you go on to IMDb, there were some reviews. Most of the reviews are quite positive. There was a couple of 1 out of 10 reviews, which, I don't know, maybe they just hate their life or something, I don't know. It's a great show. It's on Netflix. It's available now. Stream all 8 episodes. It's fantastic. And then once you stream them all, go back to the start and stream them all again. Also, if you are a fan of Banana / Cucumber, which was out a few years ago, you will notice that there is a guest, not guest appearance, I suppose you wouldn't call it a guest appearance, but there's an appearance by a character from there. Not a character from there, but an actor from, I know what I mean, an actor from Banana and Cucumber, who is also in this show. It's a great show. It's definitely worth a watch. So that is a 10 out of 10. Now, like I say, I haven't done one of these for a while. I can't remember what sort of was in my last one. I don't think this one was in it. I don't think I'll speak about this one. So we'll talk about the next one quickly, and then, just continue. So next show we're going to talk about is Young Royals. Again, this is sort of a finding yourself, coming of age, coming out kind of drama. Again, it's very good. It's very well written. It's very well cast. It's really good. It's definitely worth a watch. I'm really excited for season 2 coming very soon, hopefully. But again, it's a really good show, and just like the way everything plays out, and it is really, really good. I'm not going to try and give away any spoilers, but again, that's another good one. So Young Horse, there is that. So definitely one that is worth the watch. Now, as you all know, if you've been with me previously, sorry, that is also on Netflix. Obviously, if you watched any of the previous videos I'm talking about this, I was a big fan of the Alex Ryder series. Season 1, there is now, season 2 is now out. It's been out for quite a while. Again, I can't remember if I've spoken about this before or not. But season 2 it's not quite as good as season 1, I would say, but it's still pretty good. It's you know, it follows along the lines of the books quite nicely. It's worth a watch. If you like the first season, you will like the second season. If you're a fan of the books, then again, you will like the second season. So yeah, again, good acting, good casting, etc., etc. I just felt the story wasn't quite as good as the first one that they did, but it's still pretty good, and I'm looking forward to season 3. So that is another one to watch. So catch up on those if you've not watched them yet, and get ready for season 3 coming out, hopefully sooner rather than later. So now we're going to move over to Disney Plus and The Mandalorian. Now there is a few seasons of this, and if you're a Star Wars fan, you will definitely like this. Even if you're not a Star Wars fan, it's still worth a look because it's quite a good series. It is very good. The surprise at the end of the final current season, I'm sure it was the end of, the end of the final second season, isn't it? Yeah, second season. If you're not a Star Wars fan, you might not get quite as excited by it as if you are a Star Wars fan, but it is definitely worth a watch. And I'm not sure this is recording. Was recording, so there we go. It's because I normally do these things on my camera, and it means setting my big tripod, and my camera's not the best camera, so I'm trying my phone. My phone has a very good camera on it, so I'm doing something different this time, and I quite like it, and I can see myself as well. Hi. Anyway, moving swiftly on. So yeah, that's The Mandalorian. It's very good. Definitely go and watch it, especially if you are a Star Wars fan. If you haven't seen it yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. So it's definitely one to go and watch. So let's move, because we started off with one new one, a couple of other ones, and now let's come full circle. So we are talking cinema releases. So we'll start with The Batman. So this is the new Batman film. I'm not going to say I was disappointed by it. I just think it could have been better. I can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to sort of recreate it to make it a more dark, more gothic kind of film series. And you can see what they've tried to do, but it hasn't quite worked. You look at the last two Batmans that we've had. Obviously, we had the Dark Knight trilogy. Then, obviously, we had Ben Affleck as Batman as well. And yeah, I quite liked his Batman. I thought he was quite good at it, actually. And he had quite a presence. And I think what the Batman movie is missing, he's just not quite got the presence right. The Bruce Wayne kind of character isn't quite working. And it is quite dark, but it's just not dark enough for the kind of gothic, sort of dark gothic film that they were going for. So it kind of misses its mark. Obviously, I mean, there's going to be some more to come. It's not a terrible film. It's still worth a watch. But for me, it's just not quite deep enough. It's not quite dark enough. And it's not quite got the presence. So hopefully they'll remember those things for the next film. But only time will tell, and we'll see what happens. I mean, it's certainly been popular, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. So moving on from that, the Uncharted film came out, obviously based on the well-known computer game series. Now, the games I've played, 1 was just a terrible game, 2 was okay, 3 was alright, 4 was fantastic. Now, as far as the film goes, we've got Tom Holland. I mean, what's not to like? Who doesn't like Tom Holland? And if you say me, well, then you're an idiot. But being a big Tom Holland fan, I was really looking forward to this, and it didn't disappoint. As a sort of origin starting sort of story, it was quite good. There were little few flat bits in it here and there, but overall it was a nice film. It ran well. It was fairly good. You know, all the casting was quite good, and the way it all came about is quite good. The best bit of the film, though, believe it or not, is the bit after the end credits sort of start. That bit is brilliant. Make sure you stick around for that. It's very good, very funny. You need to make sure you follow the rest of the film, though, to understand that bit. But overall, it's a really good film, and I'm really looking forward to where they can take this franchise, because there's so much they can do with it. So if they do it well, then it will be really, really, really good. So yeah, I mean, it's an okay start, but you can certainly see the potential. And whenever you're starting a series, your first film can generally always be not, you know, because you are having to explain things that maybe some people will know, some people won't know, or whatever else. Then obviously you have that kind of story aspect of it that's not maybe quite as impactful as the next sort of set of films will be. So really good film again, definitely worth a watch if you are a fan of the games or a fan of Tom Holland or both. So yeah, we're going to give that a 9 out of 10. I know we didn't rate some of the others out of 10, but they're pretty much all sort of 8, 9, 10s. In fact, let me go through. Heartstopper, okay, we're giving it 10 out of 10. Young Rose, we're giving it 10 out of 10. Alex Ryder, Season 1 gets a 10 out of 10. Season 2 gets an 8 out of 10. The Mandalorian gets an 8 out of 10 for Season 1. Season 2 gets a 9 out of 10. The Batman, I think 7 out of 10. It's just not quite there yet. Uncharted, what did I just say about Uncharted? I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. We'll go 9 out of 10. If I didn't say that before, then, well, I'm inviting that, and it's going to be a 9 out of 10. Anyway, let's move on. So we had the first Sonic movie. I don't know if I reviewed that. If I didn't review it, it's a good little film. Go watch it. It's quite good. And Sonic 2 doesn't disappoint. It has everything that Sonic 1 has, plus a little bit more. What's not to love? I mean, I was always a Sega boy anyway. I was never a Nintendo boy, although I have a Switch now, mainly because, you know, Sega don't make consoles anymore, but I don't talk. So, anyway, excuse me, sorry. But no, Sonic 2 is a great little film. Again, well done, well written, and everything else. And yeah, you know, I mean, it's just a fun film. It's just fun. It's just fun. That's what you need to know. It's fun. Watch it. Grand. If you've not watched the first one, watch the first one first. Otherwise, the second one won't make a whole lot of sense. Watch the first one. Watch the second one. They're fun films. They're great. Give it a watch. We'll give that. I am going to go for another 10 out of 10. I'm being very generous here today. Next is the thing we're going to talk about is Nan the movie, or the Nan movie, however you want to say it, based on the, Catherine Tate character. Now, I love Catherine Tate. I love Nan. She's brilliant. I wasn't sure how this was going to work as a film, but it strangely does. There are a few little flat moments in it, and a few moments where you kind of like, okay. But for the most part, it's really funny. It tells a story, and it's just it's just really good, and it's just everything you would expect really from Nan. You know, I mean, there are just some absolutely brilliant bits in it. Like I say, there are a couple of little flat moments in it. There are a couple of moments where I'm just like, okay, but for the most part, it's pretty good. It's pretty funny. Like I say, there is a story behind it. It does tell a story, so it's worth a watch. The story's good. Comedy's good for the most part. Like I say, a couple of little flat spots. We will give this an 8 out of 10, but definitely worth a watch. And our final film for this evening is, but not our final one, because I just remember there's something else I want to talk about. But our final film, excuse me, our final film is The Lost City. This is Sandra Bullock's latest film. It's also got Channing Tatum and Brad Pitt in it. Oh my god, it is so funny. It is unbelievably funny. It is amazingly funny. It is, I mean, I haven't laughed that much in so long. It's really funny. I went to see it with my sister, and the cinema was packed. The people that were sat next to us uh, were laughing, and like when they left, they were like, "Oh my god, you guys were laughing so much," and it's just so fun. It's just comedy. It's just brilliant. It's so funny. It's just so just go watch it. It's funny. If you don't find it funny, then there's something wrong with you, because honestly, it's just so funny. That's the lost city. It's just, I can't tell you how funny this film is. We are definitely giving this a 10 out of 10 because it was just brilliant. It's just the cast is brilliant, the story is brilliant, and the laughs are just it's just so funny. It really is good. So yes, it's just very funny, very funny. And so finally we're going to go back to Netflix. I hadn't realised this had actually come out. I don't know if I'm sure I spoke about season 1 many videos ago. And that is Bonding. It's on Netflix, and there is a second season now. Now, I don't know how long it's been out. I've only just found it by accident, but there is now a second season of Bonding, and I'm kind of just watching it now. They're short episodes, so you can get through quite a few. You can get through the whole lot really pretty quickly. I'm probably halfway through, I think, the second season, and it's as bonkers as the first season. I mean, it is truly a mental series. So if you've not seen the first one, definitely go watch the first one and then catch up with the second. It's really good, and that's Bonding, and that's on Netflix. And again, we'll give that a 10 out of 10. So really, we haven't had anything disappointing, so it's all good. So yeah, it's everything I've mentioned there is definitely worth a watch. I think everything is good. Everything is pretty good. Obviously there are ones that are slightly better than others, and I know I kind of raved on about this a lot at the start, but Heartstopper is just brilliant. It's just brilliant. Don't if you read a bad review, just ignore it, because it's brilliant. That's all I can say about it. Yeah. Anyway, I have plenty more things planned, and I have a schedule now of trying to sort of get things sorted, get things moving, and so hopefully I'll try and stick to that. And yeah, I will catch you next time. Thank you very much for stopping by. As always, please feel free to subscribe, comment, or whatever. And thank you. Bye.
What if we run away? What if we left today? What if we said goodbye to